Good morning, everyone. I'm going to do just a little bit of work on the car today. I think the heat index is supposed to be over 100 today, so in this garage it's going to be really toasty. So I'm out here this morning real quick. What I'm going to try to do is take the carburetor off, get a couple other things that I can see from the top of the engine that I need to remove to get the engine out. So, and I might try to work on some of this here, see if I can get the grill off. Might do it today, might not. But let's dive into it. All right, so I got the air cleaner off, but I want to show you one thing I'm doing. I bought some little tags. So everything I'm doing, I'm taking off. I'm bagging and tagging everything to keep up with everything, and I got it on the board right back there. So in case you're wondering, just a good way to keep up with everything. So you write it down, you know where it came from. It's just as good as taking pictures. Taking pictures is really good as well. So let's keep moving on with this. All right, got the carburetor off. Of course, simple, just 2 bolts here. The linkage here is what I'm noticing is it's attached to the side of the block. So when you push the pedal down, it's got a pivot point and it pushes this up. Now my pin. Now the carburetor itself is frozen, so much like the engine. That part moves. Oh, this part here, yeah, it gets stuck about right there. So definitely needs a rebuild, of course. So, and you got the fuel bowl there. So, but it looks like it'll probably clean up pretty good. So there's your adjustment there. So I'm gonna set that aside, and let's see what else I can probably get these heater hoses off next. All right, I'll show you what I got done so far today. So the heater hoses, which actually still had some coolant in them, got those disconnected. Got the temperature sending unit out, which that was a square headed bolt. The starting to disconnect all this. Now all these are for the horn and the headlight, and then this one that's not on a terminal block is for the turn signal. So took the turn signals out, got them all, got it disconnected. It's fairly good in there, but the turn signal itself is the outer housing part of it's bad. So I'm going to look at getting this removed, then removing the hood latch part of it, because all that's got to come out before this comes out. But this is all to clear all this so the engine can come out. And for what I've read on the forums, we can do this without taking the hood off. There's plenty of room to get that, as long as I get everything else out of the way. I'm just going to do the top side stuff today. The underneath disconnections, I'll do that. Do that another week. So let's see what else I can do here. All right, final update for the day. Got this loose, but it's catching on this right here. So I'm going to have to take this out. To take this out, I need to take the bumper off and all that. So I'll save that for another day. The wiring harness pulled through here just fine, but something I don't understand, maybe y'all can explain it in the comments if you know about this or not. For the turn signals, this was a separate wire. It didn't go to the junction block. It went through here. It didn't go through the grommet here. It went over, and it wasn't in on the main harness. And there's 2 connectors here. So got a red wire and a black wire that comes out from the firewall, and then of course I go into 2 yellowish white wires here for your turn signals. So why that wasn't in the main harness, I don't know. Maybe look back on the sheet for it to see if anything was there. And I don't know if that's probably the relay for the lights or something. I had to get that out of the way to get to these bolts here. There were a lot of shims behind here too, so when I started pulling it up, the shims went everywhere. But I do plan on completely rewiring this, so I don't want to destroy the wiring because I want to see where everything goes. So when I take it out and put the new one in, I have a guide for it there. But I will be doing an upgrade on the wiring as well, because I want to do a 12-volt conversion on this as well. So I think that's about it for today. I've got to change fuel filter on the truck out there. 227,000 miles, so it's time for a new fuel filter. But I'm leaving it on here. I know I did figure out that this line is for your vacuum advance, and then that's your fuel line that comes in on here. So just, you know, I was tracing those out. Don't have too much disconnected here. I did read somewhere where somebody said if disconnected, remove the downdraft tube, because that's going to make getting the engine out a lot easier. You can see it's got there's one of the engine mounts there. There's one there, one on the other side, and then the one underneath on the transmission part. So so it's just you know, just slow progress. That's what it is. But hopefully once the engine's out, then I can do some cleanup work in this area here. Kind of detail the engine bay, get the wiring done, get all that ready for however long it takes to rebuild the engine. But like I said, making progress. But thanks for following along on the journey, and leave your comments below. Make sure you like and subscribe to the channel. Thanks.